The Los Angeles Clippers just made the smartest, most genius, most obvious move all at the same time by making Kawhi Leonard their new backup point guard. Whenever James Harden is not on the court, Kawhi is the backup point guard, and everything runs through him. This allows Ty Lue to stagger their minutes. Yes, they're fantastic together when they're both on the court, but when it's both of them off the court, who is the creator now for this Clippers team? That is why when Harden is not on the court, Kawhi will be the point guard. When Kawhi is off the court, obviously everything runs through Harden. And it's helped this Clippers team go from 6-21 to now 22-24 and just a couple games under 500. And having Kawhi healthy is probably the biggest X factor for anybody in the NBA. I mean, we're talking about a 6'7" wing with a 7'3" wingspan that can do everything on a basketball court. And if the Clippers have him healthy, they can compete with anyone in the league. If not, then probably they can not compete with anybody in the playoffs. Over the last 2 months, he's averaging 29.5 a game with 9.5 rebounds and 3.5 assists. And we've even seen some point Kawhi. When James Harden goes to the bench, it becomes the Kawhi show at point guard with everybody playing off of him. And honestly, it's beautiful. This was really nice right here by Ty Lue or Chris Dunn, whichever one it was, just getting him the mismatch, and now he gets to go at Walter Clayton. But whenever Harden is not on the court, you can tell that the offense is tailored specifically to Kawhi Leonard. Like right here, just getting the pick and roll into the empty side, and then he's just going to go ISO against Markkanen because he's got Brook Lopez, Kobe Sanders, and John Collins, all 40% three-point shooters, while Lopez has been in the past. Around the arc, three-point threats, and then Chris Dunn in the dunker spot or at the three ball. He also shoots it close to 40%, and it just works because nobody on earth can guard Kawhi one-on-one, and if you help, then he's kicking it to a wide open shooter. Right here, he once again gets the mismatch with Walter Clayton Jr. The double comes too late, and he just hits a fadeaway jumper over both of their face, fading into their bench. Right here finds Chris Dunn because the double comes, and he knocks down the three ball. Last night, he had 21 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists, and a block in 27 minutes, and even when Harden's on the court, they still double him. This time he rotates it around. As you can see, the double comes from behind, so he gets it to Harden, who swings it one more to Brook Lopez as John Collins cuts through. If they kept rotating it, they'd have had a layup. If not, they get a Brook Lopez three ball, and Brook was knocking him down last night. And then when you get Kawhi right here, no offense to Lauri Markkanen, but nobody on earth can guard Kawhi one-on-one with his dribble. Rip through, 1-2, could have been an and one, gets the bank to go. And then right here, they rotate it around because they double Harden this time, and Kawhi knocks down the three ball as the beneficiary. And speaking of Harden, he has been really good this year. Of course, he's been the guy that's been able to play every night, so shout out to a 36-year-old James Harden for being able to do that. But 16 points, 10 assists, 3 boards, and 4 steals last night. He was filling it up. He's the engine for this offense when he is out there. Everything runs through him. Or they get an ISO for Kawhi. That's the two options. That's the two plays that Ty Lue has right now. I mean, look at him. Split the double when Kawhi's not out there and just go do everything by himself. Here he is out in transition, makes the defender play him, drops it off to Chris Dunn. That is textbook. That is what they teach you in first grade. And right here, he's going to attract the double team once again and find Chris Dunn, who's wide open on the three-point line for a three ball. The defender should have rotated. They don't, so Chris Dunn knocks down the three, and James Harden is credited with the assist. We'll talk more about this play in a second, however. Now here he is coming off the screen, finding Zubac as they blitz him, and Zubac gets the easy dunk. He's averaging 25.5 a game with 8 assists and 4.5 rebounds, shooting 42% from the field and 35% from 3 on 8 attempts per game. Here he is in the half court, just walking in to a three ball, and between Harden and Zubac, this is the fastball for the Clippers, the proverbial fastball, like if they were an MLB pitcher. Zubac is averaging 14.5 points a game, 11 rebounds, 2.3 assists, shooting 61% from the field, and getting a block per game. Here he is, I mean, just playing off of Harden. He does so well at positioning himself down low, getting offensive rebounds, playing off Harden in the pick and roll as well right here, just going to hit Cody Williams and get out, and then he ends up with a dunk because they blitz Harden. And then returning the favor a little bit, getting an assist to Harden this time instead of Harden assisting him, and he gets the three to go. Now, Chris Dunn was very good last night, and I said we'd talk more about that play in a second. We're about to, but he was a disruptor last night on the defensive side of the ball. Finished with 14 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 steals in 30 minutes, getting that one and going the other way, then poking this one away from Cody Williams, and finishing with the layup on the other end. Should have been a dunk, very disappointed. And then blowing up this little ball screen action from Lowry Marketing and getting all the way down to the other end of the court and finishing the layup. He's averaging 8 points a game with 3 boards and 3 assists, 1.6 steals, shooting 49% from the field and 38% from 3 on about 3 attempts per game. And I said we'd look at this play again later. I think that the Jazz's game plan was to make Chris Dunn beat him. And the reason I say this is watch this closeout by Collier. It's a short closeout. It's almost as if he wants Chris Dunn to shoot. And Chris Dunn cashed in on that last night. They don't really close out to him here. He went 2 for 4 on his threes. If he can keep shooting 38% from 3, that's going to be huge, because at some point in a playoff series, a team is going to say, we're going to make Chris Dunn beat us and not let Kawhi or Harden do it. And Chris Dunn has to be able to do it. John Collins last night, 11 points, 2 rebounds, and assists in 23 minutes. Shot 4 of 9 from the field. Gets the offensive rebound here, goes up and punches out a big-time dunk. 13.3 points a game, 4.8 rebounds, 0.8 assists, and 1.7 stocks in 27 minutes for the Pride of Wake Forest. 55% shooting from the field, 43% from 3 on about 3.5 attempts per game for the 6'9" wing with a 6'11" wingspan, who's just got the perfect body, the perfect archetype to be a supporting role player in the league as a bigger wing and 6'9" with a 6'11" wingspan. Can also shoot the 3 at 43%. Now, if you made it this far in the video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. As you can see here, 93% of the people who watch these videos are not subscribed. If that's you, let's go ahead and fix that. And then let's talk about Nick Batum. Nick No Dip Batum, who is still hooping, even at like 37 or 30, however old he is, still owes the Hornets $95 million, but he's averaging 4.5 points a game, 2.5 rebounds, 0.8 assists, and 1.2 stocks in 20 minutes per. Last night he had 8 points, 2 rebounds, was 3 of 5 from the field, and 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. Here he is knocking down his shooting stroke is so beautiful. Knocking down the corner 3. Brook Lopez was very good last night as well. It's hit or miss with Brook at this point. It feels like he either plays really well or he scores 0 points. On the year, he's averaging 6.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, an assist, and a block in 17 minutes per game, but his shooting efficiency on the year is not great. However, last night it was phenomenal as he finished with 14 points, 5 rebounds, a block, was 4 of 7 from the field, and 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. So you never know what Brook you're going to get, but when he's on, and he can help change the course of a game. And then the Clippers have also found a couple of great young role players. Well, I say young, they were both 4 or 5 year college guys. First being Jordan Miller, who at 6'6" with that 7-foot wingspan has the perfect NBA build to be a fantastic role player. Last night he had 11 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 stocks in 25 minutes. And really, since he got inserted into this lineup, he's been a great piece. Without Derrick Jones Jr., they've needed some help on the wing to step up. And over his last 10 games, he's averaging over 14 a night with 4 rebounds, 2.3 assists, and 1.5 steals, shooting 54% from the field and 35% from 3. The best part, the Clippers are 9-1 during that stretch. So it seems like they've found their small forward or backup the last 7 games, and they found a couple of nice pieces off the bench. With that being said, that's going to be it for today's video. Thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like button, leave me a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button if you did enjoy at any point. And with that being said, thanks so much for watching today's video.